What's up, world? It's your boy DJ47. Thanks for tuning in to our YouTube page. If you like what you see, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to us as we hit you with new videos every week. 1.
You are now listening to the sounds of KDPG Radio. Keep the party going.
And it's another episode of that One Shot Deal podcast.
I'm currently Miss Latina.
I know this is a really challenging time. I do want to say there's two sides of it.
Music don't lie. If it hits your heart and you start moving, why find it gets a good time?
It has an impact in my life. The more you open up, the more you inspire people.
Let's say you get trapped in a desert island, right? Which 3 albums are you taking with you? Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's your boy DJ47, and this is another episode of the One Shot Deal podcast. And you know, today's a little different, something I've been trying to do since I started this whole podcast. I wanted to get into sports and all that, right? And here's the negative and positive of COVID, right? The negative is, people dying and all types of shit like that, right? But the positive is, we start this podcast going through, and then my homeboy goes on IG, and he's like, yo, what up? It's D. I said, who's D? They're like, yo, you don't know D, man? Dwayne that plays from overseas? I said, get the F out of here. This nigga's back in town? They're like, yes, sir. I have to call him on the phone like, yo, man, we doing these interviews. I need to interview you. Are you down? He says, come through. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to my brother, my friend, my cousin, my family. Give it up for Dwayne in the building. Look at him. Look at the shy. Look at that. He's a superstar in our eyes, but he's still shy. And not to mention, we got another special guest. We gotta see. My company's called Home Run Hitters, so all we do is hit home run hitters to the point that we got Dwayne in the building, and we got another person in the building. He says he raps. He didn't want me to say that, but I'm gonna say he raps. He plays football. Am I right?
Yeah.
He do a lot. He's the Bo Jackson of hip hop. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Malik. What's going on, gentlemen? How's it hanging right now?
Good, man. First of all, I'd like to start off, my interviews with a little bit of a knowledge.
That's what we're here for.
Rutabaga. Rutabaga.
What does that mean?
That is a root vegetable in North and South America. It also is in Sweden. It's like a turnip. Now that I got that up out the way, I've educated the people. I've done my good deed for the day.
So that's it? There's no more education today? We gonna get ignorant for the rest of the hour or so?
Y'all just gonna get to know me and what's going on and everything. We gonna converse, man. It's been a minute since we sat down, P.
It's been a minute, man. We gonna talk, man. If I can't say, just be like, yo, P, hey, knock that off. What's going on with you, Malik? You got any knowledge you want to share with the gods?
Man, I just tell people to just never quit. Whatever it is they want to do, just keep pushing no matter what, because they never know how close they is.
That's right. It's like that. You ever seen that meme they be posting with the guy, the gold digger?
Yeah.
And then
that's facts.
That's how I feel, yo, in life, yo.
Facts. Oh yeah, another thing here. Check this out. This is important.
I was going to ask that.
Yeah. It's gotta be this. It can't be nothing else.
Facts.
Yo, shout out my show. Hold on, let me give a shout out. Let me shout out Sobe Fabrics. My man Ashley Sobe. He's a real good dude. Anthony Shabazz. These are my brothers, man. Anthony Shabazz Elite, one of the top elite AAU travel teams in the U.S. He knocked off a few big names.
Oh, where? Like who?
Yeah, he knocked off Bronny and them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So he's doing his thing, man. He's making noise, man. I mean, I'm proud of my brothers, man. Angel Hernandez. Shout out to Angel, man. Yo, Angel TSA, man. Every time I get to the airport late, Angel, I call him, yo. The line is crazy. Read me out, like, yo, come. It's like a bunch of TSAs around me. I'm walking through, everybody looking at me like, yo, who's this guy? You know what I'm saying?
Man, you got links in the airport,
It looks that way, but you know how it is. Nowadays, it's you know, social media, it only looks a certain way. It don't got to be that way. So people are easily fooled, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, when we grew up, you had to be that. You know what I'm saying?
I think people want to be fooled. I think
exactly. They
know,
need something to believe in.
Yeah. You know, they believed in Santa Claus for so long. You know, so
Facts.
you know, so people want to believe. They want to believe in something.
Hey, believe, man. Don't let me deter you. Believe what you want to believe, man.
Mm-hmm. So that shirt right there that you repping, is it because you like what it's saying, or were you saying that's somebody's brand right there?
Well, I mean, I got this. This is from Shabazz Elite, but I mean, I took it because it spoke to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it says it right here. There's nothing else. You know what I mean? Like, there's no layman's terms for this. This is what it is.
Say what it says, just in case they can't see you in the camera with the mic.
It said, "Be better, be different."
There you go.
Be better. Yo, drop another bomb on that one.
Uh-oh. Drop bombs and shit.
Another one.
So let's get to the beginning, you know, like that, you know, man. How did the basketball come into your life?
Basketball came into my life really, truthfully, because of my older brothers. You know, they were basketball fanatics. My real true sport that I actually really played was baseball.
Oh, word? I did not know that.
Yeah. I played a lot of baseball in New York, man. Growing up.
What position?
Shortstop.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but then, you know, my two older brothers, 10, 12 years older than me, so they just kind of put me in a headlock, like, yo, you ain't playing no baseball in this basketball court. We James bloodline is the hoopers. You know, we dunking on guys. You know, so we talking smack in the park. And you know, when I went there and I saw it, it was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were like real live celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Rucker Park, West Fourth. You know what I'm saying? The Cage, everywhere. Like, they was them guys. So I was just like, man, I saw the admiration, and I was just like, all right, you know, I'll give it a shot.
Around what year was this?
This actually, when I really started playing basketball, I was like 16. That's probably the year when I met y'all.
Okay, so that was you from Miami?
Yeah, no, I'm from New York.
Okay, that's what I heard when I heard the Ruckus and all. I'm like, that's New York, you know. Let me just clear it up.
No, the Bronx, New York, man. Yeah, when I met y'all, that was when I really started picking up the basketball stuff. You know, we had a basketball hoop in the back of my crib.
You're welcome. I don't care. I'm taking credit for it.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. You guys made me tougher, man. You know, I mean, y'all weren't crazy athletic, but y'all was.
Oh, there goes the low blow right there.
Back at you.
Ow!
Yeah, but you know, you guys play hard. You know what I'm saying? You guys are physical. You know, I needed all that. You know what I'm saying? I need to know how to play street ball. You know, I need to know how to get elbowed in the jaw and you know, not get flustered and lose my cool and still play the game. You know, I needed all those things.
Yeah. I don't know about everybody else, but I did that because I knew I wasn't good enough, so I had to, like, boom, just give a little jaw jerk right there and all.
Yeah, man. Yo, matter of fact, RP, man, to Reggie, man. Reggie used to hoop a lot, too, man.
Oh, yeah. Man, all you some Devon Air, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, right, just right across the street from there, you going around. You know, Pedro, what's up with Pedro?
Yo, PP, he's a different man. Yo, he's a father now, man.
Oh, where?
He's all about his kids. He working. You know what I'm saying? He's still P. You know, got some aggression, but now it's just like he think about everything twice. Now you know, P's just quick to pop off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But P, now, you know, I'm just like, yo, what you doing, man? I'm just chilling, man. You know, making some money, feeding the family. I was just like, yo. You ain't talking about nothing like what you used to talk about.
Yeah,
I'm
one thing.
Proud of him, though.
Yeah, one thing I know about him, like, yeah, he aggressive, but if he mess with you, he mess with you.
Facts.
But if he don't mess with you, he don't mess with you. Facts. So I like the fact, I like to think that he messed with me, you know, like that.
Yeah, 100.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So you're around 16, 17, you playing ball. Did you play for your high school?
Nah, I never played high school basketball. That's just crazy. A lot of people, when I speak to people, especially when I, like around Europe, you know, around the few countries that I've played in.
Like he said, Europe, and like, man, hold on, we don't get there.
Not a few countries that I've played in, you know, and I've told my story. You know, the other players that have been playing basketball their whole lives. You know, a lot of guys have been playing basketball since they was 5. they're looking at me like, you ain't play high school, so how did you get to college? And I started telling them the whole tale, and they just like, yo, you gotta put a documentary out, dude. Like, that story is it's not normal. I've always, shot it off because I never really thought about it. Now that I'm retired, I actually retired this year. I made the decision, not too long ago.
Oh, word? Well, are we getting the exclusive?
It's another exclusive, only from DJ47.
I'm trying to look at actually, you say just retired, man. Hold on. Can you repeat that one more time?
Yeah. This is, I made a decision not too long ago that I wasn't going to play professional basketball anymore. So for me now it's just about figuring it out, man. Try to get into the business game, man.
What type of business you trying to get into?
Man, everything, man. I know real estate is booming. Not booming. It's a lot of two sides to that story with real estate, but I'm just trying to learn, man. Right now, before I jump into anything, I'm just trying to gather as much information as I possibly can.
Yeah, now this is the key.
Yeah, you got to do that. Can't come out here acting like I've been doing this, but I do know that I will apply, the same motivation, the same mindset, the same work ethic as I did in basketball. I'm just going to work as hard as I can and see what happens, what I'm saying? But I have a good feeling about, the next chapter of my life.
Yeah. And over here, we got Malik. How do you know Malik over here?
Oh, that's my cousin, man. That's my little cousin, man. I used to put him in headlocks, too. All the stuff my brothers did to me, I had to take it out on him because you always got to get somebody back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Pent up aggression, Did you play ball too? Did he give you a nice headlock all the way to the basketball court? Huh?
I played ball. I like playing ball and stuff, but I was more into football. I still always played ball because of his brothers and stuff like that. So when I heard when I see their stories and stuff and see how they move, I was always intrigued by it. But football always got me because I just like it. I like that aggression, all that.
Just knocking people out. Zoom.
I don't know about the knocking people out, but making people look stupid.
What position you played?
Receiver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn, that's what's up and all. We got a team, you got a family of athletes over here and all.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, man.
So, you didn't play basketball in high school. Did you play in college? If I'm reading correctly, it looks like it says Miami-Dade.
Yeah. I had walked on to Miami-Dade. I know you remember. Actually, funny story how I got into Miami-Dade. I know you remember that time when there was that big fight, up the block, and then everybody had got taken in.
See, I don't know. I want to get into it, but I'm letting you stir into it. Go ahead.
It's a part of the story.
Yeah, right.
I'm not ashamed of it.
All right. I'm not either.
It made me who I am today.
Yeah.
That situation because. Truthfully, I wasn't involved in it, but I went through the trenches as if I was involved. You know what I'm saying?
Same here.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? So we all was, and that way we all kind of got separated, and my mom was just like, yo, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? If you gonna go to school or you gonna get out the house? So I was just like, man, I ain't trying to get out the house. I'm like, yo. So I was just like, yo, my brother's just like, yo, go find a JUCO somewhere and go walk on and go play. He's like, yo, you got game, you know what I'm saying? And you're crazy athletic, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, at least you could, play for 2 years and see what happens. So then I went to Miami-Dade, I enrolled. Tryouts came. I was the most athletic guy in the gym, and the coaches just loved me for that. But I didn't know anything about basketball. I didn't know how to run a 3-man weave. We had extra hours of practice just to teach me how to run a 3-man weave. Shout out to Judson, Doe, Bryant, Naked, Pop, the whole gang, man. Miami-Dade, man. That was a crazy year, man. I'm surprised ain't nobody trying to fight me, man. But I think the real reason is because they knew I had y'all around the corner. So
they knew you just jumped out.
yeah, they know that whole complex would be squared off and circled off easily. Yeah, so then that year, I didn't really play much at all. I had to learn everything. I had to learn basketball at a junior high school rate, but at that point, all I did after that, my freshman year, they told me to come back, but they wasn't gonna give me a scholarship. So, they was talking that a little bit before the season was over. So I was just like, yo, I'm not trying to pay for school, and I didn't know anything about financial aid and none of that.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So It's like, I ain't trying to play for school. I'm just like, if I don't get a scholarship, yo, I'm going to probably have to move out the crib. So all I just did, man, I just surrounded myself with every basketball player that I thought was better than me. Anybody that had something that I wanted out of their game, I just sucked onto them, you know. Pause, no homo. I know you immature guys is out there, man. I got you covered. Yeah.
Nah, I wasn't even thinking that route. This man went over here.
I know Fredo, Hector, somebody out there, David, they gonna be like, yo, they gonna attack something. I gotta cover my bases. Yes, I just hung out, you know, with a lot of guys, man, and played basketball. And you know, the guy that was ahead of me, he was graduating, showed me how to lift weights. He's like, yo, you can jump, but you still get knocked out the air. You know what I'm saying? Now you can take guys with you to the rim. You know what I'm saying? When you attack the basket, you can put your shoulder in guys' chest and they're gonna back up. And with all of that information, man, and my brothers and them, you know, I saw how much they worked. You know, I used a lot of, you know, knowledge from them. And when I went in the gym that summer, by the end of the summer, we were about to start having preseason. You know, coaching them looked at me. They was just like, "Yo, we got to give you a scholarship," and they were so surprised. And I was literally like 2 days away from like not registering. You know what I'm saying? I needed that
in Miami-Dade.
Yeah, Miami-Dade, because I couldn't pay for school again. You know what I'm saying? When we gave me the scholarship, y'all, I was so happy. I was just like, "Yo, it's over." And then the next chapter to that is grades. I mean, your credits. You need a certain amount of credits to go Division I basketball. I was way behind, so I had to load up on so many classes in the summer, everything, and it seemed like I wasn't gonna make it. I took at 1 semester, 2 semesters. I had 8 classes.
Damn.
Yeah, I had like 2 independent studies.
Did you have to take those classes, or you were just pushing yourself?
No, I had to because this was the thing. I had a lot of offers from Division IIs, Division IIIs. You know what I'm saying? Coaching them, they was talking to me. They were just like, "Yo, you got the number one, the top 10 Division II teams interested in you. You can go there and make a lot of noise." You know, it sounded good, and I was just listening to the coach. You know, because I always like to have a conversation. I don't never turn anything down. And then
always seeking knowledge.
Yeah, you know, just in case, you know, something might catch you. So, you know, I was left out of there. I went home and I was sitting down laying in my bed. Or I was laying in my bed thinking. I was just like, yo, I'm not going Division II. Both my brothers played Division I basketball. I'm just like, yo, there's no way I could do that. Like, you know, I went back the next day and I told coach, I was like, yo, look, I'm gonna graduate. I'm gonna get all my credits. I'm going Division I. Do not tell any Division I coach you about my grades or how many credits I need to do. Do not, like, yo, because I promise you, I was like, yo, you seen what I did coming into sophomore year? Trust me, I got you. And you know, by the graces of the man above, you know, it shaked.
Hold on. Do you want to give any shout out to any females who did your homework for you, or you know, people you had to pay to get your grades? I mean, it was so long ago. I don't think you were gonna get penalized. You retired, didn't you?
Yeah, I retired. Nah.
You funny, man.
Yeah, that's why he said that. I knew he was gonna go there too. Yeah. Nah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I had some help, obviously.
Right, nothing wrong with help.
Yeah, you know, but like do my homework and it wasn't nothing like that, you know. But yeah, man, and then I got a scholarship to Binghamton University. I actually got the top 5 schools that recruit me were Pepperdine, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. I had Texas State. I had UNC Asheville. I had South Carolina. I had Binghamton. And yeah, somehow I locked into Binghamton. I wanted to get back to New York. I wanted to go see, you know, my dad's side of the family again. And, you know,
oh, so you played in New York?
Yeah, Binghamton. We played out from Syracuse. Yeah, Syracuse, man. Yeah, Syracuse is a movie, dog.
I was gonna ask you.
Syracuse is a movie.
What, you mean the players or just the school itself?
The school itself, the environment, the play, everything about that joint was.
I think it's time for story time, yo.
Yeah, nah. We can't go down that road. We can't go down that road.
We can't. You gotta look here. You gotta let you give them one more sip. You know what I'm saying? And then loosen up a little.
Man. Can't go down there. There's too many people over there. They professionals and they feels right now. So
oh really?
Yeah,
come on, you can't drop you can drop a name or two.
Nah, definitely not.
I mean, you ain't telling the story. You might as well drop the name or two.
Nah. We gonna keep it down now because they're gonna be able to figure stuff out. This is a lot of questions.
All right, LJ, you have your secrets, you know. Whoever know LJ, and you know, I'm just saying. DW, shout out to DW, you know.
Yeah, man.
How's it different playing basketball in New York and between New York and Miami?
Well,
The
I mean,
aggression and
yeah, I mean, it's just really the energy. Like the energy up north is just different. You know, guys just play basketball all the time. Like everybody can dribble a basketball up north. You know, so it's just guys crazy athletic. You know, I thought I was athletic until I ran into Division I players. And I understood. You know what I'm saying? Why a lot of these guys are Division I's. Like I jump high and I'm just looking at guys. I'm just like, yo, nah. This guy's going to the league. Like every guy I see jumping out of the gym like he's going to the league. But
oh, you seen it? How right when you saw? Oh, he's not. The percentage. How on point were you?
Man, only two players out of probably like how many schools I picked? Probably like 100-something players made it to the league.
Damn.
Yeah, two. Now Blake Griffin. Shout out to Blake.
Oh, he dropped some names.
Nah, I don't know nothing about him. I don't know Blake.
I didn't say you knew him, but you know, did you have to,
He in the league. That was one of my predictions. I was proud of that because I was like, yo, we played Oklahoma. That yo, at halftime we was down by like 5. Yo, it seemed like whatever pep talk coach gave them in the locker room, they took the game off a rookie and put it on veteran. It just came out on a different level. We was in the locker room like, yo, we got these guys. We down 60 and psych. Took the handicap off. It was over.
Damn. So what did they took it to you guys?
Yeah. We lost to them by like 30.
Damn.
Yeah. And they had the third string, and their third string was even getting busy. They were just huge, dog. Taj Gray, they was huge, dog.
That sounds like me whenever I played the NBA 2K. When I play against them, I'm losing by 30.
Yeah. Nah, that was real.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Binghamton, man. Shout out to them, man. Binghamton University, that was a great school, man.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun there. Shout out to the academic program. I'm still on the dean's list. I'm one of the few student athletes who graduated with one of the highest honors.
Oh wow, look at that. From not playing in high school to not being on the dean's list. So.
And ain't nobody do my homework. I earned that one.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you that respect. I think he lying, but I'm gonna give you. That's my dude. He if he said it, he meant it. Bite his tongue from no one.
Yeah.
How about you? The football? Did you play for high school, college? You know.
I played for Killing, and then I played. For,
you played for the Big K.
Yeah, I played for them for a little bit, like my freshman year.
What year?
2010.
Yeah, because I know they were a beast. Were they still a beast back then? I know in the 90s.
Unfortunately, not. Not my freshman year, but like more towards my senior year they were.
Yeah, because I know in the 90s they were a beast.
No, of course. When I was growing up, and especially when he was in high school, him and his sister, like I know they went to the K. Like I know he went to the K for a little bit, but his sister went to the K for like pretty much her whole high school. And I used to go to the games. It was live.
Yeah,
it was live. Yeah,
I know that was live. I went to Sunset. I didn't play any sports. Maybe I should have, man.
Hey, Sunset is they actually went far the year before.
Oh yeah, not when I was there.
No, I know they were not it. But now they actually got a couple people, and I think they went to States or some shit like that.
I passed school because all my teachers, well, majority of them were coaches. They were like, yo, if you go to the game and you bring me back the ticket stub,
you get an A. Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
One of those.
That's how I passed.
Oh, okay. You wasn't too big in like the grades and stuff like that? Like
I guess not. 2 + 2 is Jello.
Oh, you funny for that one.
Yeah.
You didn't play any sports?
Nah, I mean, I regret it. I know I should have, but I was too cool for school, you know.
Yeah.
You know, if you asked me what I should have done back then was, do a little better.
Do a little better.
That's all you can say, you know.
Be better, be different.
Yes, there you go, there you go. Yo, we want to check for that. He just dropped a gem right there. He wants to check for that.
We're going to cut him. He family. He good. You know he covered.
That's funny.
So how long you played in the States before you said, you know what, I got to get out of here? Who's president when you left, first of all? Was it Bush?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, that's why he left. We got it down. He left because of Bush, and then he came back when Trump was elected. So he's like, "Dang, what I do? I gotta go back." So you wasn't here for Obama?
I mean, I passed through. I never really was here. I mean, once I left in 2007, I never really came back. If I came back, it was like for a month max, a couple weeks here and there.
Yeah.
I stayed on the other side. I mean, Europe was good, man. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
So how was that transition? Well, first of all, how was that called? Walk us through the whole thing.
All right, so I graduated 2007, and my coach at the time in Binghamton, he was, a little frustrated. So, he had a conversation with me. He kind of killed my spirit. You know what I'm saying? Telling me I'd never be professional.
And this was in Miami or New York?
Nah, this is in New York. This is Binghamton University. He killed my spirit, telling me I'd never be a professional. That if I got a contract, I'd never get another one. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really know how to play basketball, et cetera, et cetera. He's trying to kill my spirit. And, I packed up my stuff. I was talking to my mom on the way down. And she's just like, yo, look, he didn't have you, he didn't birth you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you really want to do? Do you want to play, or do you want to, go back to school or get another job or get a job? And I was just like, man, I don't know. So I sat on it for a week and a half, and then I woke up. I was just like, yo, all right, I'm gonna go play. And I started working out. Packed up the whip, moved out to San Diego, California. Started working out there. Playing with a bunch of elite guys. And then I got a call one night. Literally, it was like a week before. It was like a week before September started, some shit like that. And I was to go to Denmark. And my coach, one of the women's coach that was there before I got there, he had called the assistant coach that I was cool with at Binghamton and asked him if he had a player. And he plugged me in with him. And I just took that opportunity and I left. I never looked back. Sure. I never ever looked back. I had a few agents, running me through the trenches a bit with, the NBA stuff. I realized it wasn't going to work out because a lot was going on and I wasn't involved in any of it.
What was that?
Like combines, workouts, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I wasn't, I didn't even get no invitations. So, but they're like, yeah, this team likes you. And I'm just sitting here like, yo, how do they like me? They don't, you know what I mean? Like, they going off my college film. Like, I'm a completely different player right now. I've been working out. I've been, a lot of transition in my game. So I just took that contract to go to Denmark. I was like, I'll get back to the league later. That first year in Denmark, man, it was crazy. That was like the first scenario where like I was the guy on the team. You know what I'm saying? There was no we played team ball, but when it came down to taking shots and making moves, like I had the ball. And that was new for me because in college, I was one of them, you know what I'm saying, but I wasn't the main guy.
So you wasn't the starter?
Yeah, well, no, I was a starter, but you know what I'm saying, but I wasn't the guy that was taking all the shots.
Okay.
So I'd get shots, but it wasn't like, it was probably second, maybe third option sometimes. But I still could hoop, you know what I'm saying? It was just the way the system was set up. That never killed my game because I still, once the opportunity came, there were games that, the main guys weren't able to produce and I was leading them, I was rallying the troops.
What position were you?
I play small forward, some power forward sometimes, depending if we go small ball. And so Europe was different, man. After Denmark, I went to England. That was where my brother was over there. He was living over there.
What was he doing over there?
He was working actually at the time. I think he had played maybe like a couple years over there before, but it didn't really work out in his favor. So. I got over there and, I was working out with a bunch of teams and everybody was, juking me around. And I was about to head back to the crib and he was just like, yo, don't let them freeze you out. They froze me out. We gonna stay here. We gonna grind it out. So I was there till like October with no deals. Season's about to start in like a week and I got one opportunity from a new team that just bought their way into the league. You know what I'm saying? Literally a week before and I was just playing with them. You know what I'm saying? They had a young squad and they just did it. And it was like, yo, we want you to be, our player. You be the only American. And, you see how we play. We could do young athletic. We got some long guys and we made some noise. I got out there. The first 7 games, I was averaging like 38 points a game. Like I was leading the country.
Damn. Yeah, I can't even count that high.
I was mad. I was so mad.
That was angry balling.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was making a point, because I knew I was playing against guys on other teams that they had imports, and I was better than them. You know, I'm gonna just say it like that. You know, no more humble Dwayne. I was better than them. And guys on the other team was shaking their head as I was leaving. They're like, "Yo, they not signing you." I'm just like, "Yo, it's all good. See y'all later." And then every team that I saw that cut me, it was blood. It was blood, man. Yeah, man.
You were dunking on your New York coach.
Everything, man.
You were dunking on everyone who didn't want to start.
Yeah, man on fire, man. Shout out to Denzel Washington. That was a great movie, man.
He gave up his movie. That's your movie right there. That's a wicked ass movie. I ain't gonna lie. That's one of my favorites out of him. Yeah.
Yeah, that story was like the basketball version. You know what I'm saying? Like if I change the basketball, it would be Man on Fire. Like,
oh wow.
Yeah. That's how the passion was. You saw like he was getting knocked about, but he was not giving up. Like, he was gonna complete the mission, and you know.
So did you complete the mission?
I completed. I'm here 14 seasons playing professional basketball. No major injuries. Thank the Lord.
Any awards you got?
Yeah, I've won championships, MVP, scoring titles. I've gotten a couple of defensive player of the years. I made every season. I've always been on first team, whatever. Now I've just run through the countries I've played in: Denmark, England, Spain, Germany, France, Panama, Nicaragua, El Salvador, Bolivia, Uruguay.
Damn.
What else have I played? I got a stint in Greece. I would count Greece like 2 weeks.
Hell. Ask me a question. Ask me, have I ever been to Greece?
Have you ever been to Greece?
I ain't never been to Greece, so those two weeks count. Let's go.
Yeah, nah, definitely, man. Yeah, nah, man. Basketball has done a lot for me, man. It's helped me evolve tremendously.
As a man?
Yeah, as a man, as everything. As you know, I've met a lot of wonderful people. I've gotten a lot of knowledge. I've learned. I've seen a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let me tell y'all this, man. Y'all gotta leave y'all 20-mile trips to Miami, trips to LA, and go to Europe. Man. You gotta get out of here.
Get out of here, right? To see the world.
It's different. It's love, man. It's not. Don't believe the TVs, because the same way a lot of us Americans sitting here thinking that whatever we see on TV is happening over there in Europe is not true, because they doing the same thing. Because when I get over there, they're like, yo, you Americans, you guys are really like this. I'm just like, yo, nah, man, that's on TV. That's on TV. It's not real. But yeah, man. So yeah, 14 seasons. It's been great. I'm super excited for the next venture. You know what I mean? The next movie. But definitely got to do a documentary. I got a lot of video, a lot of film, a lot of content. I know a lot of players around Miami, so you know it'll be interesting to hear other people's view of me. You know, when I was going through what I was going through, what I was doing, and just put it out there. We gonna get it on Netflix. You mark the date. We gonna get that on Netflix. My documentary gonna be on Netflix.
All right.
I never quit productions. We got a movie to make.
You agree? We put it on Netflix.
Yeah, I agree.
Put it on Netflix, man.
So, you said you're gonna have players. They got stories. They can talk about you, right?
Yeah. Just hear everything. You know, just hear every perspective.
Every perspective.
Yeah.
Not just the basketball players and his teammates.
Yeah. Tell your stories, man. It's gonna be.
What about
everything?
The people in the hood.
Everybody, man. Everybody.
Do they got a story to tell?
Of course. That's where it started. That's where it all started. We gotta take it back to the beginning. We gotta go from New York, Gun Hill Park, Gun Hill Projects, the Valley. We gotta get those guys to tell that story. Then we can move it down here to Miami. And then we gotta go over by your spot. We gotta get everybody involved, man, because it's a long story, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna chop it up.
So how about we get someone in Miami right now to tell their story? How about that?
Yo, who you got, man? Let's go.
Malik, what's your story looking like? Where you from? You from out here?
No, I'm from New York.
No, we got New Yorkers in the building now. That.
Majority of our family are from New York or from Antigua.
What part of New York?
The Bronx.
The Bronx. Oh man, we got rivals because I'm from Queens. And
you from the Queens?
Yeah. Everybody Queens rival. Yeah. Different out there.
So, how long you been out here?
Probably since 97, 98.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would say I was born in New York.
But you raised out here.
Yeah, I'm a Miami boy.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, you know.
Yeah.
Yo, me and see that we go through that argument all the time. I'm like, listen, I was born in New York. I spent a good couple of years in New York.
Yeah.
I know my history of New York.
Yeah.
But I'm aware that I lived out here a lot longer.
Yeah.
I rep Miami, but don't tell me I can't take away from the love I have for New York. Man.
No, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Some people don't know that.
Some people think they be saying, "Oh, you not New York." I'm like, bro, come on, bro.
You know the people who say that are the people who not from New York, and wishing they were from New York. So they hating on you that maybe just a year or two of New York you have is more than they ever had.
Yeah, they don't even have.
Yeah, they can hate on.
Nah, I let them be. Nah, but New York is cool though. I like Miami, but I like New York too.
Yeah, it's two different vibes.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's on, they're on different things.
Yeah.
What's good?
What is Fredo on the line?
Yeah, what's hoodie?
Alright.
I don't know, the way it looked like he shot and talked to you at all.
I was just confused. I didn't hear him for a second. Yo, Fredo, what's good, family?
Chilling, dog. Chilling.
Yeah. Nah, we had. They wanted you to tell a funny story about me.
Well, cause he said he gonna do a documentary. He said he gotta go to New York and have people talk about him. He said he gotta have his basketball player talking about him. I said, what about Miami? Yeah. You got Miami people here. He goes, yeah. I said, let's get a Miami person to tell a story.
Yeah, so I'm just, whatever. You could tell whatever story. Yeah, because I told him that the documentary is pretty much just gonna be, be interesting to hear other people's perspective. What they saw, what I was, when I was doing what I was doing.
Oh yeah. So you told him about one of the funny stories I remember is that they call this nigga El Primo. El Primo, LeBron James' cousin, man. That nigga's a superstar out there in Spain. Shit.
When they were calling him that?
In Spain.
All over Europe, nigga. All over Europe, all over Spain. Down in Central America and shit, South America. They call him El Primo. LeBron James' cousin.
Did you take that and run with it, or you like I am not his cousin?
Yeah, he ran with it, nigga. What you mean? It was balling niggas up out there.
Ate food.
Fucking niggas shit up. That's why.
Ate food, bro. Ate food. It wasn't it wasn't all just hype. You know what I'm saying? I had some shit with me too. I was eating. I was cooking.
He was balling out there.
I led countries in sport, fam.
Hey, look, Fredo, I got a question to ask you, right? This man said that he didn't play ball in high school. He went straight to college and played ball. And then he said he wasn't doing well in school, but then he said, I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to go hard and don't tell nobody. I'm just going to go hard and get my grades up. Do you think he went hard and got his grades up? Or do you think he, paid someone or had a girl write his paper or something like that? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to hit the books, kid. I'm going to hit the books and do what you have to do.
Did you do one of his homeworks for him? Just one of them?
Nah. I never did my homework. I'm gonna do the next one.
Because maybe you had time to do his homework since he wasn't doing yours.
I was fucking. I was to be honest with you, I don't even know how to fuck. I mean, I had good grades and shit, but I barely did homework, yo.
You went to Sunset,
right? As long as I did good in school, my teachers, I went to Killian and Sunset.
Yeah.
And my teachers, as long as I did good in school, like, I guess they kind of didn't care about homework. Because when the tests came, I did what I had to do.
You hear that, kids? They don't care about what you do in school. As long as you're nice to the teacher, you're good.
No, I wasn't nice to the teacher, nigga. I was nice doing my tests, nigga.
Which teacher you were sleeping with, huh? Keep it real with us.
Just the bad ones. The bad ones only.
Yeah, okay.
Very no funny.
Yeah. Well, I'm afraid we're going to let you go. We want him to keep telling us those stories, and we're trying to get him to, open up and tell some secrets. He can't tell no secrets and shit.
I can tell secrets, man. I tell you, it's got to be for the documentary.
You never know who's listening, dog. You never know who's listening.
Yeah, I appreciate that. My podcast.
He could tell you how he was just laying him down over there in Spain. You know what I'm saying? threesomes and quadruples and whatever the fuck. But
I appreciate that you guys think my podcast is so huge that you never know who's listening.
Nah.
Shout out to the podcast, yo. One shot deal.
Y'all funny, man. Y'all trying to make me embarrassed. I ain't embarrassed though. I'm gonna run to it. I ain't run from it.
Yeah. All right. What are you gonna let you go, Fredo? I'm gonna still chat it up with this boy right here.
Yo, hey, Fredo, tell David I might call him.
Yeah.
You don't tell him. You just call him.
No, because he got kids.
Call him.
Fredo got kids too.
Right. That nigga's chilling.
Yeah, he said call him.
That nigga's chilling right now. That nigga's probably on Warzone.
Yeah, you probably gonna interrupt his video games, not his parenting.
Facts.
All right, yo, Fredo, be up, yo. Be safe.
All right, kid. One.
Yeah, he come back to Miami now. He's all nice Dwayne again and shit, yo.
Yeah, Pat, because you know Pat, man.
Pat an asshole. Pat call you at 3 a.m. Oh, my file, I forgot you got kids. But anyway, can you tell me that one story when such and such? I'm doing a podcast right now. What about Pedro?
Pedro, nah, we ain't gonna get Pedro because it's close to midnight down there. He not answering the phone. I'm
Oh,
tell you that right now. He's a working man. Take his family.
He be like, "What the fuck you calling me?"
Yo, you have to bleep the whole conversation.
We don't edit around here.
You might for this one because you might just all types of suck your mother.
Well, I want to rewind a little bit. You were talking about the whole situation that happened with us, right?
Yeah.
And you said that was like the last kind of straw from your mom's point of view.
Yeah.
That's what took you to to moving up, and same thing with me. That's crazy because I honestly, I always had the real faith in God. I was brought up in that way, but that made me, because I had an option, right? Like they dropped everyone's charges. Remember Pedro got out and all, but they still kept me, Black, Freddie, and I'm like, well, what did I do?
Yeah. You wasn't even there.
No, I was in the Pedro's van.
You
but,
was with us.
Yes, but I didn't. I got out. I saw the ruckus. I'm like, whoa.
We left.
Yeah, right. Good. I didn't. So I'm like, why am I still going through this BS? I'm going through it like that, and that's when I started linking up with Cheeks. Yeah. You know, the whole Lost Boys, and
shout out to Lost Boys, man. Yeah. Classic.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's
Lex Cruz, the Beavers and the Beds.
Yeah. I felt God gave me an opportunity. He said, you can still keep hanging around on the block, or you can go in studio and go on tour with these guys and all. And I was making friends with them, but I still was hanging out on the block. So I kept going to court. The day that I wanted to go to tour, because we were starting in Philly, I had to tell my lawyer, like, yo, I'm trying to go out and this is what I'm doing. He set it up. He's like, yo, you want to take a lie detector test? I said, let's go. So I took one, passed it. He brought it to the judge. He said, you're good. You had nothing to do with it. And I was out. But that was when I was starting to go the direct. God is like, yo, you gonna keep, if you keep going right, or I should say left, then you're gonna stay left. Yeah. But if you start making moves and go right, you're gonna see your life is gonna change. My life changed that day. Facts. And from hearing you, it seemed like it was the same thing on your end.
Same thing.
So I just told you my version. Tell me your version from that day on. Remember, yo, one thing before I even continue, you remember going to court one time?
Of course.
And, you know, they were like, I would say this. I'm going to just tell you this story real quick, and then you can tell me your feelings behind it. Yeah. They called my name. Sorry, Judge, my attorney's not here yet. Like, you know, she's like, whatever, man, just come this day. Boom, next one. Next one they called up, I think they called your name. They called Dwayne. And now she's, it was a he. They were looking into the case now. They're like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on? They all have the same charge. Like, wait a minute, what the hell is he doing? What are they doing out on bail? This is a life sentence.
Yes.
Did you hear what I hear?
Yes.
They said, put Dwayne in the box.
Yep, and I had to get up in my suit and tie to in the box.
They put him in the box, ready to ship him out.
Yep.
They already called me. I'm like, yo, dude, get up and leave. You're done. Get up and leave before they call your name back. And then they call Reg's name, R.I.P. Reg.
R.I.P.
And then I'm nervous because I want to see that's my cousin. I want to see what they're going to do. They're like, what the hell? They're trying to put him in the box. And then me and his lawyer came like Superman came to the rescue. They're like, whoa. The only reason why they got a bond, because we didn't have a bail, a bond, and we were there for a couple of days. And then my lawyer came and he was like, listen, they didn't have nothing to do with the situation. Like, they were kind of there, but they didn't do we got what, armed, battery. It was a lot of shit.
Invasion.
Yes, crazy shit. It was like
7 felonies in one.
It was a cop's house.
Yeah, they did.
I didn't know.
No, I didn't know. What none of us knew.
Until we got in the van and they said it, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
And then my lawyer was able to get him out the box and all like that. And then we left like, what the fuck? Yeah. My jaw dropped. I wanted to go to the bathroom and shit, throw up, just run away, book a ticket, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. What were you going through,
bro? So before we even get to that,
yeah.
I was locked up literally like the day before my birthday. I got out the day before my birthday. Cause remember, first they denied bail. Remember the first time on the TV, there was like no bail.
Yeah.
Sitting there, I'm calling everybody, nobody answered. So I'm just like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, I'm about to sit here on my birthday because my mom not answering. Because once she heard all them charges, she was just like, nah, you gonna stay in there. She literally said that, you gonna stay in there. And I hung up the phone. I never spoke to her again. Ever. I didn't speak to her. I spoke to her. I spoke and saw my mom for the first time the first day we had to go to court when I had to sit in the box. Yeah. Bro, it was the craziest feeling. It was the emotional roller coaster. Like, I'm literally screaming, I'm innocent. Nobody believed me. Nobody in the family. They just like, yo, you wildin'. Like, you've been doing stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? But they just caught you for this one. You got away with other stuff, but they caught you for this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling them like, yo, nah, I'm like, I was there, you know. And then finally, all of us coming around saying that it was true. It was not us. You know, so it was a bunch of people, but we were just watching. You know, we were kids. You know what you heard the fight in school. What you gonna do? Everybody gonna go watch the fight.
Yeah, sir.
Ain't nobody going home, going to their classroom. You know what I'm saying? So that was the situation. I got there, and finally I got out. My brother came to pick me up. Shout out Ronnie, man. Big Ronnie. Yeah, man, he was like Jesus Christ when I looked at him. Yeah. Man. Oh man, so happy to get out of there. And fast forward to what you were just talking about. When we get there, and when the judge looked at it, he's like, yo, hold on, what's going on? Like, yeah, this is a life sentence. What is he doing?
Life sentence.
And he's like, yo, bail, take him to the box. Yo, my knees was, I had no power in my knee. I couldn't even get up.
I feel you. I was sitting down. I couldn't even get up. My mind's like, run. And like,
I was just losing. I'm like, yo, I'm about to, they talking about life. I'm like, yo, nah, my stomach is turning out. I don't even know what I was thinking. I just knew that I was sitting there. I was like, I'm going back in. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, I literally just started thinking of, all the scenarios we had innocent people go to jail. That's the only thing. I was just like, this really is about to be a thing. I thought this was going to be a slam dunk. I thought they were about to come to court. Oh, yeah, he wasn't there. I didn't see him. And we was going to go home. Everything was going to be, at least that's the way the cops made it seem when they was interrogating us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, they was telling me, like, yeah, you did this. I was like, yo, listen, call the people that said that got there. And if they won't identify me. I didn't even spit on their sidewalk. I didn't even get on the sidewalk.
Yep, I didn't even get that close either.
We was on the corner. Remember, we watched from the corner because the way the van was parked, we was back, so we just drove straight, down the road.
Yeah. Because what happened was we saw, because Freddie was like, oh, there was mad people. They're gonna jump me. So that's what we thought. Yeah. And when we got there, it was only 2 people. Then we were like, oh man, Freddie and Wagner can handle that. Pedro trying to dip out, and then it was said that they were jumping Freddie, and that made Stephen want to get out the van and chaos. Then
that was it.
Yeah, because he was all the way in the back. Yeah. But
man, that was crazy, man. Then when the attorney came and saved me, bro, I felt like another breath of fresh air. I was just like, yo, this is really going down. And then when we got our own personal attorney was like, yo, it's not looking good. He was like, you could take the plea and blah blah blah. I'm looking at him, and I'm looking at my mom. My mom's shaking her head like, yeah, take the plea. I'm looking at him like, plea for what? I didn't do anything. Yeah. He was like, yo, I know you didn't, but if let's just say they're mad at everybody and they want to say you did, you're going to go in. I was just like, yo, I'll take my chances. My mom, she was like, you better take it. I'm like, I can't take something that I didn't do.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'll go to jail, an innocent person. Like, I can't sit here and accept that. Like, I was going to fight it to the end because I didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Good thing you did. They dropped the case, the charges, and think about it. I still don't know these kids to this day.
I don't even know who they are.
If they rolled up on me right now, I would never know what they look. And this happened in 2002. Yeah. And you know what's crazy thing? I started smoking during that time. Yeah. That was the last time I smoked a cigarette, anything. Okay. So I always tell people, listen, if you smoke, you smoke. You drink, you drink. I'm not against anything, but don't say you can't quit because doing the hell of my life of anything. That's when I stopped.
Yeah. And usually people turn to that.
Yeah. I had a perfect excuse to smoke, right? It's like, but yeah, no. My lawyer is like, yo, you want to take the? I was like, yeah, go ahead. They said you passed. Go, do you think you passed? I said, hell yeah, I passed. I didn't do anything. But they said I failed on one thing because they asked the question, do you have anger issues? I'm like, no, I don't. And they're like, nah, you got whatever, man.
They call Maury, and that's a lie.
I mean, I did have the time, but now I'm more humble now. But yeah, as a kid, I can get a little angry, but I didn't do. But what's the crazy thing about it? Over the years, I keep hearing more and more about that story. Yeah. And the people who did, I won't say who did, went inside. It was kind of what they were saying happened. Yeah. And I was like, damn, I can't be part of that.
Yeah, that was it for me, man. I got that ultimatum. It was a clear-cut choice.
And that just took you to...
It saved my life, man. It was the craziest thing, man. Couldn't make it up, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm saving a lot of information for the documentary. I'm serious, man. Yo, shout out to Never Quit Production, man. We about to get to Netflix, man. We about to get to Netflix. We got it, man. We got to do it.
Damn, and he's like, man, I can't tell you anything in your little podcast because I got a big documentary coming out here.
There's still a lot of information to get out. There's still a lot of information, but all the how did he do it questions I can't really give out yet. You know what I'm saying? Like the secrets, or really what it took. And when I redesign it and have the whole story set up, you really gonna see what the ground look like. Because a lot of people nowadays, they don't really know what the ground look like. So with a lot of the NBA guys, they show these little short, quick clips of them doing a couple moves. You understand? But they don't know. When you gas, how many times you can dribble a ball off your feet. You know how many basketballs you can kick around the gym. You know what I'm saying? Before you're actually able to take the shots and do the things that you do, and that's what the culture is missing.
Well, that's something that I believe. Me and Malik was talking about earlier about even the music business. That a lot of people watch the music business and they assume this is it. Like that's the magic trick, not realizing it's a lot. Deeper that goes into it. So I'll get into a lot of arguments with people who saw, Gucci Man did this on TV, so it had to go that way. Yeah. I'm like, I'm sure he grind, but they made it so I would call it rated G compared to what it really looks like, yo. You agree with me or you disagree with me, Malik?
No, I agree.
Why don't you tell the world how the grind is on the hit in the music world?
I'll put it like this. I don't want to be a rapper. I don't care about none of that.
That's what Jay-Z said, and Jay-Z, we all know what Jay-Z is. He said, I'm not a rapper, I'm a hustler.
Listen.
Shout out to Hov, man. His birthday was the other day.
The other day.
Oh, yeah, I did.
December 4th.
I did hear a lot of his music on the radio. I was like, how come they playing all his old
You
stuff?
thought he died?
Nah, hell no. That would be big. That would be real big. But, I work with a lot of artists because I do a lot of engineering and stuff, and they be complaining to me about certain things when it comes to making music, and I'm like, yo, bruh, I already made over 1,000 songs.
Yeah. Rough
drafts, master, all that. You gotta put in work into what you want to do, and there's numerous times I'll be in my room just putting in hours.
Yeah. You know what the number one lie that the music world tells you when you're in the studio? The number one lie in the studio is always told, bring that back, I'm going to do it one more time. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, I fucked up. Wait, hold on. Bring it back. I'm going to do it one more time. I got this. Just one more shot.
Hey, facts. My patience is big, bro. That's facts. Oh, yeah, you definitely got to have a lot of patience when it comes to engineering.
Yeah. Yo, you should see it. I had a studio in the house, right? Mm-hmm. And you build the beat. Someone going to write on the beat. Yeah. The beat's going to play over and over and over because the person writing to it.
I hate that. It's so annoying.
I had Steph. It's annoying. It doesn't bother me. I tune it out.
For me, like if you're an artist and you gonna bring something to me, like come prepared. Cause like when I make music, bro, I hear the beat and I just go in, and then I build off of that. You get me?
Yeah.
I'll come with the singing, then I'll come with like the backup vocals, stuff like that. But I don't spend that much time, especially on people's time. You gotta understand, people don't understand that time is very valuable.
I feel you.
So you can't be wasting people's time with all that. You gotta do that on your own. If you can't do that on your own, how you gonna try to do it on my own time and make me take you seriously? You get me?
Yeah. My point with that was as the beat was playing over and over, Stephen, his patience is really, and he's not in the music. He's one of the people who, thinks he knows it all because he turned on the TV. Shout out to Stephen in the building, you know what I'm saying? But the beat would play and he'll get annoying. He's like, come on, change the beat already, And I'm like, you see the guy literally right into the beat. Like, how can I just change the beat while the guy's working up the beat? And those are the certain things that people don't understand. You have to play the beat over and over so you can write to it. You can't just be changing beats around and all.
Yeah, that's facts. But he got to do that on his own time.
Well, I mean, if he's paying for studio time.
Nah, see, that's different. If they're paying for their time and stuff, that's different. But, hey, if they want to waste their time writing a song on your time, just, I hate to say it, but collect a check. You feel me? That's on them. But if they're really gonna take their, this work that they want to do for real, then they gotta go ahead and put in that work, that extra. It's effort.
Yeah, I feel you. Yo, Dwayne.
Yo, check this out. Let's call Ian. Yo, I'm pretty sure. Ian.
Oh, that's my dude. Hit him up.
You gotta get Ian on the ones and twos. Yeah, that's my guy.
And when we do that, I want to know your top 5 NBA players. You know what I'm saying? It could not even have to be NBA.
You want current or
anything? Dead or alive, current.
Okay.
Yo.
Yo, what up, dude?
Yo, E-Rock, what's good, fam?
We
on the podcast.
The One Shot Deal podcast.
One Shot Deal. I'm gonna get it right. One Shot Deal.
Don't hang up.
I'm about to.
We ain't lied. Don't worry.
Good. Man, chilling, man. So I was telling P about the documentary we had called Fredo earlier. So I was telling them I was gonna drop a documentary. So it'd be interesting to hear stories and people's perspective of me. When every time we crossed paths and what they were thinking, what I was, how I look, what their perception of me was when I was going through what I was going through, making the moves and everything. And people want funny stories and real stories. So you on the stage for this one?
All right, cool. Not right now, though, right?
Yeah, right now.
No, right now, man.
Nah, I can't do it right now.
Can you give us a quick story? What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of Dwayne?
First thing that comes to my mind when I think of Dwayne.
He's tall.
Yeah, tall is one for sure. Basketball though, man, because even back in the day, ball was his thing. You know what I mean? And in Arvida, ball was his thing. He was balling back then. Playing in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? This nigga doing crazy shit, fucking jumping in the pool and shit, and just like wild shit. We had a great time.
Yeah,
we had a great time.
We used to jump off the roof into the pool.
Yeah, jumping off the roof into the pool. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he's falling into the pool. The pool ain't even clean. That shit dirty as fuck. And this nigga fell into a pool one time. That shit was mad funny.
Who got a dirty ass pool around these parts?
Yeah, man. I mean, ball is one thing.
He avoid that question. It must have been your pool, huh?
Yeah, no, it was mine.
That was Dwayne's pool.
Yeah, but I mean, we was kids, man. We didn't know how to keep no pool. I mean, we wanted to have like parties and barbecues and stuff like that.
Exactly.
When the girls come, that's when the pool get clean.
Yeah, all that. all that. But that was a long time then. Don't judge us from the past.
Can't do that.
Much more distinguished.
Word.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yo, so yeah, you could tell him something about the Buckwild juvenile days when we used to fight. You remember when we used to get into the brawls? You got all those stories, man. You ain't gotta hide none of those. Those is cool.
Man,
he corporate. He ain't corporate himself, yo. He probably like, I can't say that.
We good. Ain't nobody get in trouble.
We got a big picture of you right now.
Talk about that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just know that we had some wild days back in DA. In oven air and box and shit. You know what I'm saying? Chilling from the Bob's crib, Jared's crib.
Are you from
know what
DA
I'm saying?
too?
Walking around,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
hold it down, yo. We did mad shit up in that neighborhood. We held Devonair down. That was us.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That was us. Young jits running around doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
Well, can you recall how you first met Dwayne?
It was at school.
It was in Arvida.
Yeah.
It was in school in Arvida. I think through Kevin. Right through Kev, I think.
Yeah, I had a class with Kev. Yo, shout out to Kev.
Yeah,
man.
I think it was through Kev, yo.
I saw him. I think I'm friends with him on Facebook. I gotta hit him up.
Me, D, and Kev used to be tight, yo, back in the day, yo. In Arvida, we all met, like, you know what I'm saying, together like that. Then we met everybody else.
Yo, and and especially once I found out you lived down the block from me, it was a wrap.
Yep. Remember when we walked home with that mutt that one day?
When you mean mutt, are you talking about a dog or are you talking about a...
Nah, we was young jits, man. We was young jits, man. We was real young, just getting our feet wet. Getting our feet wet, you know?
So when you mean a mutt, you mean a gyaldom.
Yeah.
Y'all know.
Yeah. But let's just get the record straight. I was a late bloomer. Ian could attest to this. I lost my virginity when I was like 17. So I wasn't wild like that. I was only with the fighting and all that.
Yeah.
He's like, get it straight, man. I didn't have sex for a long time. I mean,
you know what's crazy?
Most people would have said the opposite. Get it straight. I was smashing girls at 12.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, man. You ain't gotta lie about it, man.
You don't.
Yeah, that's the thing. We thought that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't lying about it at the time. I was like, I was doing my thing with chicks.
I feel you. I was on the same. I was lying too. Then I was a late bloomer myself.
Oh man, you gotta keep it real with yourself, man. But I mean, I always had these guys in the background, like, you lying? You still virgin? And, blow my spot up, and it's always a joke.
Hey, you never know.
For a while, but the day that it was accomplished, I remember walking out to the box, with a different bop. Everybody knew once I came out, they was like, "Oh yeah, he different. He moving different. What happened?"
Word, yo. Good times, man. Yeah. Grew up together, yo. Real good times.
Facts. Yeah, man. But yeah, you were professional in your own realm too, E, man. You got the whole housing game on lock, man.
I appreciate that, man. I'm trying to do my thing, man.
We're gonna get this house though, man. I mean, I'm trying to get a penthouse at some point in my life. We gotta get that.
Whenever you ready, brother, I'm here, man.
You know what I'm saying? Fish don't fry in the kitchen.
Facts.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, man.
All right, E, man. I appreciate
Word.
you, Brody, man. You know what I mean?
All right, for sure, man. Y'all boys take it easy.
No doubt.
Be safe.
All right, yo.
Wow.
Man, so maybe we have another story time, like, the very first time.
Oh, you funny.
Ever used? Oh, I ain't gonna go that deep, man. You want to talk about the first time? The very first time that I saw your brown eyes. Let me act like I could sing and shit.
The first time, man. I'm not gonna say no names. But
what about initials? T.
Nah.
L.
Nah.
M.
Nah. Shorty's a married, successful woman running.
Yo, Malik, you know who the first time was? S.
Who, my first time?
No, her. No, we gonna get to yours. I'm talking about R.
Bro, I was
initials.
a baby when this man was doing whatever he was doing.
Yeah, no, man. But the first time, it was crazy. The first time it happened by accident, actually. I mean, I won't say by accident, but it wasn't like...
Wow, but you slipped and your dick fell in the pussy?
No, but you
funny for that one.
Yeah, feel fool for that. But usually when dudes get around chicks, they already thinking like, yeah, I'm going to get in the room and, I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna rub up on them.
Overthinking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Try to set stuff up, but that was never the situation, We skipped school. My mom was out of town, you know what I'm saying? And there was a group of us, you know what I'm saying? It was like 4 or 5 of us. And, everybody was just chilling. And, next thing you know, we had like lunch and then went to take a nap. I woke up. I saw legs out from under my sheet. I look over. I'm like, hold on, in my bed. I'm like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And then from there, made a couple moves that worked out. And, yeah.
She's like, he tall. I know where he going.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I wasn't even really that tall in high school. Remember, I didn't really have my growth spurt. I think it was the end of my junior year, going to my senior year, when I went up to New York and started training with my brothers and them.
Have you? I don't know about you, but I remember you always being tall. That's just me. Maybe I've always been short. I don't know, but you've been always tall.
No, but Reggie was dumb tall.
Have you seen his brother, my cousin Cliff?
Nah, I haven't seen Cliff. Cliff is tall too?
He's like maybe 6'7" or something. Huge. And he was the short, chubby kid.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I wish I was short and chubby and shit. Yeah, I'd be. I'm the shortest one in the family.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And here it is. Check this out. I said, you're in honor of Dwayne. I'm gonna come out here in some basketball shorts and some Jordans, and I'm like, yo, we gonna ball it up right now. You know, I'm gonna call this episode "Balling It Up" with Dwayne. You know what I'm saying? And then I look over, he got over there with his sweats and shit like that. I'm like, yo, look at all them Jordans over there. Nah, they ain't my Jordans. I'm. What do you say you with the Jordans?
Nah, those ain't mine. Those is all for sale.
Okay, I didn't want to say. He said, you know. What I'm
saying? Anyone wears size 14, I got some
I know.
hot exclusive.
I was
not only Jordan, I got LeBron and stuff over here too.
I was gonna write a check, but I know we were on the same size.
Yeah.
I mean, I got some big feet, but I ain't got that. I went over there to go get the black and white and gray Jordans they had. I'm like, oh, these are the ones they're like 13. 13. If you're not 13, don't even. I'm like, I'm a 12. They're like, I said 13. I didn't know, but I'm a 12. I'm trying to see if they were like, okay, maybe. They're looking at me like, didn't I just tell you we only have 13 and shit? I wouldn't listen and shit, y'all.
Yeah, you know how many times I used to put my foot in sneakers that didn't fit me, especially sizes smaller because I wanted them so bad.
Yeah, did you have to get custom made?
Nah. They had sizes.
Pre-ordered?
Yeah, but the only thing you had to order them. I remember East Bay. Shout out to East Bay. They held me down.
Oh, yeah.
East Bay had all the big sizes. You know? I was like, yo, they in the stores. No. To the crib on the AOL, America Online.
Oh,
had to dial up.
He's showing his age. He's showing his age.
You had the phone ringing with the screeching.
Yeah, I remember those days.
You know that?
And if somebody picked up the phone, your joint was dead. You was cut off. So
Yeah. If you were mad at somebody, you picking up the phone.
Facts.
And then right when Napster came out, right when you downloaded, you're at 99%? Yeah. Okay, pick up the phone. Boom. Shut your whole shit down.
You got to start all the way over.
That's when you have to really be mad at somebody.
Yeah.
True. So, when you talked about the whole knocking it out the park with the first. How was the girls overseas, yo?
Man, Europe they have some very, very beautiful women, man. They do. They're very, very beautiful. They're different, you know. Every country they're different, you know.
Did they like the American?
Yeah, for the most part, you know, most of the time over there, you know, everybody's interested in the American culture. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a curiosity versus, you know, an attraction, I guess, in the beginning, and then, I mean, depending on if they like the story or not, it'll work out for whoever it was for. You know,
did they go to you? Oh, black guy, big dick, tall, big black guy, big dick.
Yeah.
Hey, you funny.
I didn't say it. I'm just saying. I'm thinking they said it. I ain't saying it.
I don't know. I never really had those conversations, man.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. You gonna save it for the documentary? Because we all know you had those conversations.
Nah, definitely not even for the documentary. I got kids, man. They can't see that.
Shout out to the kids and all.
Shout out to the family, man.
Look, he's not even from America anymore. He said American football.
Yeah, because see, that's the Europe. That's what they in Europe because they call football soccer over there.
Football, so, which makes sense. Exactly. It's football. It makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, how often you see? Let's go to the football guy. How often do they use their foot in football?
Barely.
I guess they probably saw it sexual when they called it handball and shit. But there was a game called handball. Throwball.
Yeah, nah, they just said
football. Kill a man with the ball. You ever play that game, huh?
That's rugby.
That's rugby. Oh, rugby ain't no joke.
That's more crazy than football.
Yeah.
You get concussed real easy in rugby.
So what's the difference in the age group between you two? Because you said you didn't know about him knocking it out till you were a little baby, you know.
How old you was doing, like 37?
Yeah.
So like 12 years.
12 years?
Yeah. So by the time he was 17, I was 5.
So were you knocking it out with the girls because you were a football player?
I didn't ever really use that as a status to knock it out.
You guys got gold and jewels on you. Oh, but I guess you guys are such a player that you didn't need to use those
It's not even being players. We just smooth.
Malik like Football player. I mean, look at me.
Like, I play football, but you know, there's people who be airheaded about it. You know, I would never really use that to get girls. I just
never had to.
Yeah, you just do you, be you.
Well, I hated you athletes because there was a one bad girl in Sunset. This was during summer school and leading up to school. She was just really starting there, and we were vibing. You know, beeper days, beeping each other, telling back and forth. As soon as we get to high school, I mean, the opening of something, you know, in the beginning of the school year, and finding out that I'm not playing any sports. She just to the basketball player. I think the basketball players and those beeps, I beep her, nothing. I think I hate y'all after that and shit like that. Taking my girls and shit, y'all. Damn.
Nah, man,
Shout out to the. I can't hate.
Nah, I never took nobody's girl, man. No, you can't do that.
What about Jessica? You took Jessica from me.
He's capping, y'all. He's
capping. You funny for that.
Did I make you lose your concentration? You were about to say something.
No, I was about to say, so back to what Malik was saying about being smooth. I had a nickname that later on became a popular song by Future. You know what I'm saying? My uncle, shout out to Uncle John, rest in peace. He used to call me Sauce.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Sauce was my name, not Future too much sauce. I got the sauce, everybody had the sauce, but I'm just like, if that name been my name, since when he passed, that name didn't really exist anymore, but it was Sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, now you don't gotta use your...
Hey, he got a lot of sauce, Uncle John. Yeah. Yo, our family, a lot of the men in our family, bro, they got sauce, man.
Yeah, man.
You had a nickname?
They were trying to call me Hollywood because of this guy.
Hollywood. Yeah, that's crazy you remember that. I forgot about that nickname.
This guy is Hollywood. This guy is Sauce. They call me Psycho Pete. No wonder why I didn't get the girls and shit. They're like, that nigga's psycho.
Anger management.
Yeah, I know, right? See, I guess they was a liar when they say, oh, yeah, you failed at anger management.
Yeah, man.
Damn, man. So what brought you back here? The COVID?
Yep. COVID definitely did. Yeah, it brought me back here. It shut a lot of people down. I didn't really want to sit in another country. I didn't know, if anything happened, who I could go to, what street to run down. You know what I'm saying? Who had the strap? You know what I'm saying? Just in case you don't know the way that he was sounded like this was the apocalypse. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely was crazy like that.
At one point, I literally thought I was gonna walk outside and started walking dead. So I was just like,
I completely agree with you. I mean, I seen that movie I Am Legend a long time ago. I didn't care for it. But when all this is popping off,
that's exactly what I thought of. Yep.
I said, let me watch this movie one more time. Like,
shit. You trying to catch on to subliminal shit. Huh?
Yeah. And the crazy thing about it is I don't play video games. I have PlayStation to plug the hard drive and watch movies and stuff like that. And everyone's stuck in their house, and I had this game that it came with the PlayStation that I never opened, and I had it for since the day PlayStation 4 came out. It was the last days or something like that. So then I opened it, I put it in the system, and I'm playing it. Come to find out, it's exactly what's going on. They had the people yelling, "You need to go home. It's the quarantine and this and that." And they
you know what actually does that? The Simpsons. The Simpsons is scary, son. The Simpsons, they be spitting out some stuff and they be showing you, like, yo, hold on.
That COVID episode, I do remember that. It was like in 92, 93, that episode.
That's
and all
crazy.
Like that.
That's wild. Like, nobody even thinks about that. Like, how? Like, nobody's even going back to figure out how to say something like that.
Because it's a cartoon. That's how they get away with it.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's on Fox. So
nobody mess with Fox.
Yeah. So, political aspects in other countries, how is it the difference between here and there?
Well, I'm going to tell you this.
Are you even allowed to speak about it?
Yeah, I mean.
Well, you're here now.
Yeah, I mean, no, but over there, it's kind of similar, but they over there, they more help people. Like, for example, they have free education, free healthcare. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. Like over there, they kind of look at us like, yo, why are you guys so, uptight with everything? So you guys don't even help each other. It's just work. You guys don't, vacate. You guys don't spend time with family. Like, you guys lack a lot of things. You guys are running the world, but When's the last time you see your kids? You know what I'm saying? Or when's the last time you took your family on a vacation? You know what I'm saying? Like,
True.
or just the little things that it puts a different light on everything when you're sitting there. Like, yeah, you taught the American dream, chase the dollar, get money. But it's true. When's the last time you did hang out with people you cared about just to just do nothing?
It's one part of the biggest problems, the fact that, you know, America itself owes over trillions of dollars, you know? Yeah. So we're fighting trying to pay that shit back, you know? Yeah. It's not my fault. I didn't tell you to loan the money. I didn't tell you to borrow the money. You know? Oh, shit. Why do I got to pay for it?
Yeah, man. So life is a Libra skill, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have balance, you know? And that's what I'm grateful for going over there, because it helped me to make the decision to come back here and, you know, now, you know, try to, you know, be way more family oriented, because I missed a lot of things. Just I missed all my boys having kids, you know, birthday parties, Christmases, you know, holidays, you know, my kids' stuff, you know, all of that. So you gotta now it's just time to, you know, take what I learned and put it all together now. You know, it's not too late. It's never too late. It's not fatal. It's not final. That's one of my sayings. Yeah, just keep pushing, man. You know, now it's about, you know, putting everything together.
What's the difference do you see between playing ball overseas opposed to here?
Overseas, it's more team-oriented basketball. Like, they run plays, you know, a lot. They pick and roll you to death. You know, they're more defensive-minded. It's not like, you know, over here, like, for example, the NBA, where it's, you know, it's more of an offensive game.
Yeah.
There is definitely more strategically with defense. It's, you know, you gotta stop teams. You know, they zone. They do a bunch of different schemes. So it's more difficult, really, to, you know, to play over there, because, and also as well, they're not letting you just come and take 50 shots. You know, 30 shots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything's balanced. You know, everybody kind of plays around the same amount of minutes, 20, 25. You know, some there's a few guys that gets in 30, 32 minutes, but that's it. Like, nobody's really playing that. You look at the stat sheet, you know, it's no zeros really on it. You know what I'm saying? Everything is just spread out evenly.
All right.
So they share a lot more, but I mean, over here, you gotta be a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only way. You gotta hoop. Over there, you can, you know, play a team ball and, you know, do your thing. But over here, like, you can be isolated at any moment in the game, and you got to be able to do something. You're going to have to stop this man, or you're going to have to, you know, cut his throat. You're going to say, well, you want offense. So it's a lot more of that. It's a lot more offense over here. So
that's that kill or be killed. Huh?
Yeah, facts. Yeah. The law of the streets.
Oh yeah, that's that 48 Laws of Power. Have you ever read that book?
Nah,
man?
That's the next book I gotta get.
Oh shoot, that's crazy. Yeah. Just if you decide to read that book, read chapter 15 and then say, "Damn, Pete, this is Pete's chapter right here."
Nah,
it's grand.
Hopefully, I'm reading it when you're on the podcast. I can call in.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I just got to it.
Even if I'm not, wait, hold on, let me connect real quick. Hold on, give me a minute. I'm gonna connect just to get this part right here, man. You know Nick's number?
Nick, no, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you this Nick. I want you to give him a call. I know he want to ask you a question, but before that, stop me if you don't want to talk about this. We talked to Ian earlier.
Yeah.
I remember there was a situation happening in this house with Ian. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, where with Pedro?
Yeah.
No, but it wasn't at this house. It was at Ian's dad's crib. Yeah, it was just kid shit, man. It really escalated way beyond what it was.
More than
because like you were saying, like we were all boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't stick because they all hugged it out at the end.
Yeah, I mean, after, you know, like the law got involved and everything, but.
Oh, it got that deep?
Yeah. We had lawyers and everything. It was a crazy situation because Ian's mom was, you know, she was mad like any other mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she was like, yo, he's a criminal. You know what I'm saying? But yo, Ian, like, you see how Ian was like, yo, we grew up together. Yo, once Pedro came, it's like Ian, like, not saying he didn't mess with me, but it was him and Pedro all the time. You know, I was more hanging with Fredo and them. Like, once Pedro came, me and Ian hung out for a while. And once Pedro came, that was Pedro's little brother. Everything, they was always together doing everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when it was going down, it was arguing, because me and Pedro have gotten into heated arguments like that. We in each other's face, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna punch. You know what I mean? Like, going back and forth, but it never really escalated to that. So when because I was there, who was there? It was myself, David. I think Bob was there. Actually, no, it was at Bob's Pop's crib. It wasn't at Ian's, but it was at Bob's Pop's crib. So we was all there. And when it was escalating, we just watched it, like laughing a little bit. And then, once Pedro had the blade, we were just like, what is he about to do with that? And man, it just escalated, got out of control, man. But I mean, it worked in the end. Everybody became cool again. It was just a bad situation because it separated the squad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at the moment in time.
Yeah, because we always used to hang out together. You know what I'm saying? Now we just can't hang out, and everybody messed with Pete. You know what I'm saying? And everybody messed with Ian. You know what I'm saying? And it was just it was just a tough situation. So nobody was hanging out for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I started hanging out with like Pretty Boy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that I don't really usually hang out. I mean, I hang out with him, but I was doing things with a bunch of other different people.
Just checking a different vibe, you know?
Yeah, because the squad couldn't be together, so it was just like, all right. And that's when I ended up meeting a bunch of other people, started playing basketball and doing all that other stuff.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, Nick, what's good, my guy?
Chillin', man. Good to hear from you, man.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man. It's been a minute, a long minute, man.
I know, man.
What's the deal? I heard you got some questions, man. Welcome to the podcast, man. What's out there?
You sound tired of all shit.
Yeah, I was passed out, really. I was passed out. How has the COVID-19 affected over there?
I did not actually how it affect over there.
Well, I mean, but I got out of it before I actually saw the effects. But from a bunch of ex-teammates from around the world that told me it was. It got pretty bad. Well, not bad, but they just, a lot of those countries shut down. Like, every country started closing off borders. Like, they actually, I think Italy got it real bad and like a few other countries. But for the most part, they didn't, it wasn't that crazy. But, I mean, honestly, who knows, man? Because, you hear a lot of different information from a lot of different networks, a lot of different sources. So, but from what I know, the people that I spoke to, it wasn't that crazy. They just had like their curfew, they wear their mask, you know what I'm saying, like stay home, like the regular stuff. But they really enforce it over there. Over there, they follow the rules.
What country were you at when it first kicked off?
I was in Spain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they.
Yeah, because over here, around March 12th, that was like the domino effect. As soon as
and I got here March 16th.
What was that?
I got here March 16th.
Oh, you got here the day after my birthday.
Yeah, because the 12th, it was Oklahoma City versus Utah, and then guys were ready for tip-off. All of a sudden, in the middle of before tip-off hit, they started pulling players. And after that, the season suspended, and that was it. Everything after that was just like a domino effect. You started seeing businesses closing, everything started going down from that. And I was like, so now, what did the team do? They had the bubble, so they picked up the league back again. So now, other cities, like I said, other countries, are they going to go through the same process?
What's that?
Well, you asked him a question? Was that a question for him?
I started back, like how they're going to start back the league start back playing this year.
Still a lot of countries have the intentions of starting back. I know a lot of players that flew over there. Some flew back. The leagues got canceled, and some are still actually stuck over there because the country's actually shut down. There's no flights getting out. So it's still.
Yeah, but Dwayne gave us the exclusive earlier.
What's the exclusive?
He just announced something earlier.
Oh, the documentary. Yeah.
No. You know what I'm talking about? He announced earlier. You know what you announced earlier? That it was exclusive.
Nah, I don't remember. I've been flowing, man.
Yeah, you know, right? Begin with the big R.
Oh, retirement. Yeah. So I'm retired, man. I just made a decision not too long ago that on a professional level. Don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna be, cutting niggas up on the court, man. You still got. So, yeah, man. I'm gonna become a professional money tournament player now, man.
Okay.
Nah, man. I'm just playing. Play probably some of the pro-am summer leagues and stuff like that, but ain't gonna be nothing crazy, man. I'm just.
You gonna be staying here, or you gonna be going back and forth?
Nah, I'm be staying here. I don't know, man. Honestly, that's the thing. I'm just trying to figure out what the next step is, man. But I'll definitely be here for a while. Just gotta.
I don't know if and earlier before I came on, I had to find out how did you transition from being from the United States and then going overseas to play.
Well, in the beginning, when some.
I guess adjusting to like the change of culture and different. Like you've been here for a while, United States.
I'm glad you asked that question, man, because that's also something that's very, very important for people. A lot of people think it's just about playing basketball. You go over there, you go get buckets, you score 80 points a game. You know what I'm saying? Everything is all love. It's not like there's a mental part of this game that you have no idea about because you go into a country, they don't speak your language really. Some countries they probably will, but it's not their first language, and they have a type of lifestyle that's completely different. They eat a completely different style of food. They season it different. The meats are cut different. You understand? Like everything is just done different. And if you're not a person that is open, just like trying different things, then you're gonna have a hard time. And then all those times that you want to be up talking to your people back home, you can't because there's a 7, 8, 9, 10 hour difference, and you do that. You got to get up and produce, do your job, practice. You still have your schedule. You got to keep, and that's where it plays in. And now you start being upset, you can't speak to your people, and then it just becomes an obstacle. And you're having bad games, and now you mad at the coach mad at you. A week ago everything was love, and then. It's not. And now they gotta,
it was all good just a week ago.
Shout out to Jay-Z, man. The GOAT.
So I don't know if Pat.
Hold on. I'm sorry. But it's definitely not a struggle. It's like I said, you gotta have an open mind. It wasn't difficult for me because. God bless my mom, rest in peace. We've always traveled.
Damn, she passed, kid?
Yeah,
man, God bless, man. I didn't know that,
Yeah, 9 years ago, man. So, we've always traveled. So, I've always, known about different cultures. You know what I'm saying? I was never just stuck in one city or one town ever, for a long period of time. My mom always had us traveling around the world. I've been to Europe way before I even became a professional player. I've been to Europe several times as a child.
Shout out to moms.
Yeah, Mom Dukes, she was a hustler, man. That's why I know that this next level is about to be different, man. My mom, I don't know how she did it, man. 5 kids, 6 kids, because my mom raised his mom, which is my cousin as well too.
How many seasons you end up playing over there?
14.
14. At what point? At what point in time did you start getting comfortable? Like what? Like season 2, 3? Did you start getting adjusted to? I guess the change of not being in these aspects.
Shout out to the journalist Nicole Reynolds in the building.
Yeah, drop a bomb on Nick, man. My man Nick, man.
He said, "Hold on, I didn't even cut you." He said, "I don't know. You just woke me up and shit." He woke up. Hey, so where have you been in the last couple of years? I gotta give him the horns because he's Jamaican. I didn't mean to cut you off, D. Go ahead.
My name is Dylan. I spit hot fire.
Who's the top 5? Who's your top 5?
Dylan.
Why is that?
Because I spit hot fire. Yo, what was your question? Yo, we got lost over here.
I know, fucking DJ47 fucking people.
I said, at what season, going into the time you're in there, did you start getting adjusted? Like, what? I feel like this. I'm good over here. This is where. No, I'm comfortable. I'm trying to get comfortable to the time. Like, all right, season 2. Like, this is where I'm gonna be at for. This is where I'm gonna make it happen and do my thing.
That type of comfortability you're talking about probably happened after year 2 when I lived with my brother in England. That was when I was like, yo, I'm gonna keep rocking with Europe. But when I got comfortable in my career, as far as because Europe taught me how to use my athleticism selectively. That's why. I believe, probably a whole bunch of other reasons why, but, this is part of the reason I believe why I never really had any injuries because, the coaches told me, yo, you can jump over 100 people, but if you slow that down and you figure out how to do all these other things, you'll have a longer career and you'll have less injuries and you run into less issues. So they showed me how to slow down my athleticism just using in spurts. And it benefited me a lot. And when I really figured it out, how the European game with the slowdown and speeding up part, I was probably like year 6.
Let's keep it right. See, he being honest. He got comfortable when he got wifed up. I'm just saying. When he was resting in that warm sensation. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting a little off track. My fault.
Nah, wanted to find out over there. How is the season compared to I guess the NBA? How is the season run over there?
Well,
is it more like soccer with different tournaments or?
Hey, Bridget, if you're talking about overseas, they call it football. You don't call it soccer. You have to let us know that earlier.
Yo.
You gotta let it know over there.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the country because every country has their own leagues. Every country has usually like 3 to 4 different leagues, which is the top league, the second league, third league, and probably the fourth. Depending on the league and the country you in, you'll have tournaments or you just play in your league. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, the season's way less. The most I've ever played in a season was probably like 56 games.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, other than that, I usually play around in the 40s. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a lot of basketball. It's also another thing. They play, a couple games a week, maybe. You know what I'm saying? If you're in another tournament or, you know what I'm saying, if your schedules got set up that way. But they usually they don't pile up a bunch of games like the NBA do. So it's easy, but you practice a lot, though. That's the turnout. You don't play game, but you practice a lot. It's literally practice every day. I don't think I had a day off in 14 seasons.
Damn. Hey, well, hold on. Let me act like I know no basketball and shit. I know ball go hoop, you score 2-point there, 3 foul, maybe 1 or 2. I know that. Let me act like I know basketball. What's your stats look like?
Well, for career?
See that? I don't even know what I'm asking.
And my stats, I mean, it just depends. Like every country, I've had different numbers, but they've always been good. During my career, if I was to total up all the points in every season I've ever played, I'd probably say I might have averaged maybe like 26, 27 points total.
In a game?
Right. Throughout my all seasons combined. If I put all at the end of every season, the amount of points I averaged, it'll probably even up to like 26 points a game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know normally in a game, you go out there, you play. People, in every sport you're in, you don't play quietly. There's always a little bit of trash talk going on. How do you adjust to the language change of trash talk? And
he probably don't even understand what they say to him.
But what did the guy just say? I know he's like, somebody talking. Yeah, I'm still somebody talking smack, but then then you start getting comfortable. Like, all right, I'm learning my little language too.
Hey, you don't need to learn the language, man. I mean, I can go answer the question, but you should have learned the language because if you know what they're saying, you're going to get pissed off. But if you don't know what they're saying, you're like, what? You become deaf. But, I mean, he didn't ask me. He asked you.
Nah, when the basketball, the athletes speak English. You know what I'm saying? So they talking trash to you in English. But, that I'm from where I'm from. Trash talking is our game, so it's fun for me. We have 2 games in 1. I'm gonna win both. You just don't know it. So I'll let you get off your first couple of words, then I'm gonna show you a couple moves. Then
I don't know. The question was asked earlier. Who's your top 5? Who's your top 5 NBA? And
we asked him before you called. Really interrupted. Called us back.
My top 5. So hold on. This is why I need to break down top 5 all the time or top 5.
Dead or alive doesn't matter. Who you rocking with?
You know what? I don't know if you do it. We'll do it. Let's see. Up to date. We'll keep it up to date. Who's your top 5 right now?
Current player
on the court playing.
And I like the game. KD is a killer.
KD is a killer. Yeah, he is a killer.
Why are you gonna give him some modern day, man? It's like what's now. We put them all, smash them all together, dead or alive.
Because then a lot of guys wouldn't make lists. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's the point.
Probably right now, yeah. So KD, Kawhi. Gotta give Kawhi his props. Yeah, the robot. Who else? Now, I love watching Kyrie play, but I couldn't put him in the top 5. Like he's sick. James Harden, man, he get buckets, but he just take a lot of shots to me. But I love watching him play too. Who else is there?
That drop step, man. That step back, he killing it with that step back, giving like that space. That's crazy,
Yeah, Dwayne ain't on your top 5.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you.
I still got 3 more.
Well, he's retired. He's retired, right?
Well, you are my top 5, even if you don't say.
I appreciate you.
He said he's retired right now, so we're talking about active
players.
Well, we don't know. Wait, we don't know if he's retired now. He's just saying it for the podcast.
Nah,
we don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
That's an exclusive from DJ47. I am putting this out by tonight. I want the excuse before he go on the Channel 7 News and announce it. But anyway, go back to your top 5.
Who else do I like out there, man? Gotta put Steph Curry on there, man. That kid is a
that man changed the game, man. That 3-point shot is there's no range on this guy, man.
Shout out to the shorties and the light skinned shorties.
Yeah.
Nah, man. The thing is now it kind of opens up for all the young kids that don't have the height, that can't dunk, and they say, all right, we got little stuff, we got our 3-pointers, we got our shots. Every game you watch, they trying to shoot from half court.
Can you dunk, Dwayne?
Yeah.
Shoot, I was watching the game today. I was watching the game.
What a stupid question.
Shout out to the young team over here, Calusa House Prep.
Oh, okay.
That's with Coach G. Young team played today. They played their first game.
Oh, Mikey's over there.
Yeah,
Mikey's over there, man.
That's Nick's kid right there. That's why he wanted to beat that boy. Nick kid played for the game.
Okay.
We were talking about you just on Saturday. We were talking. He was trying to teach him by going through you. He was like, "You my homeboy, man. He overseas. He's doing his thing. Blah blah blah." He was just
man.
That's what, and that light bulb hit my head. I was like, "Damn, yo, that's right, man. That is an interview right there."
Yeah, man. I gotta meet him, Nick. I appreciate that, man. I gotta meet him.
True. I remember before pre-COVID, you was over there. What's that spot? When down in Miami when they playing. What's that place? Pro-Am. You was over there rocking the Martins on. I see you rocking the LeBron Martins.
Yeah, you know.
You was rocking them shoes. Those things are flying. Nah, you was out there showing. I was like, yo, I know I cracked them.
I thought you said Martin Lawrence.
No, because
he had a sneaker made by one of the Martin Lawrence covers from the CD, the disc.
Yeah.
Cause you remember when Martin was playing ball and he had to return them? That's what I thought. I thought you had something.
Nah,
what are those?
Nah.
Yeah, the Pro-Am was a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. Oh yeah, let me finish the top 5. So next is Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, you gotta put him on there. That man is special.
That guy there, man, is shoot.
And he still hasn't figured it out yet. Like, when he does, it's going to be a problem. And then 5, I got to do my best Shannon Sharp impression. Goat James. Got to throw James in there.
Yeah. You ever thought about coaching?
Nah, man. I don't have the
patience.
Yeah, because I think that would make me go back to play basketball. Like, let me show you how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, because I retired from DJing and I'm trying to uplift show. I put a whole setup for the youngins to do it. Then I'm like, let me show you how to do this, son. Yeah. And then all of a sudden that itch came back, and all of a sudden I'm DJing at the 9 Mile and shit.
Yeah, I'm good. But I help out my boy, which, you know, be better, be different. Anthony Shabazz the lead. I help him out with his coaching and stuff like that. I still drop knowledge. I don't want to take away. I don't want to be selfish and just run away from the game and not give, you know, knowledge to the kids. You know, I got it. You know, so I mean, when I have the time, I'll do it. You know, but other than that, it's not my passion. I'm not like I want to be. If I was to do anything in sports, I'd be a sports agent. But that's about it.
Yeah, I got a question that I had for you, but since we got Nick on the phone, we got Malik in the building, I'm going to ask all three y'all.
It's about to be some wild shit.
No. It's just $1 million question that's been asked over and over and over in basketball.
I know what you're about to ask. I know exactly.
LeBron or Jordan?
Kobe Bryant.
I was going to bring him in. You know, I was going to bring him in.
Have the conversation about Kobe. And I'm going to tell you every time. I'm going to tell you this. I love LeBron. You know what I'm saying? He's a phenomenal player. But Kobe is my GOAT. I'm not going to argue or debate it with nobody. Everybody, you could watch this and you could say what
I'm on your team.
I'm Kobe Bryant. You could sit there and say 6 finals, never lost. It's still Kobe Bryant. No matter what stat you throw at me, Michael Jordan was Jesus Christ's little brother, little cousin, it's still Kobe Bryant. For all you Jordan Colt people, y'all never gonna convince me Kobe Bryant's the greatest player of all time.
The reason why I say Kobe, I mean, besides all the stats, I'm sure you know way more stats than me than all of them combined. I just remember seeing him play injured with a broken finger, all types of things, and still outscoring everybody.
He's shooting free throws. With torn Achilles. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Achilles. Yeah, man. That's fun. He went
getting out there trying to keep playing.
Yeah,
made his 2 free throws and walked off the court. Yeah. Like damn.
That's a serious injury. Dudes getting kneed in their calf and have it on the stretcher.
I remember LeBron complaining about. Remember the AC broken with Phoenix or something like that, and he was
San Antonio.
Yeah, San Antonio. I'm like, dude, you complaining about the Heat? Isn't your team Miami Heat? And you complain about the Heat?
Have you ever been in that San Antonio Heat? That's a different Heat.
That's a different Heat right there.
Yes, I get it. I've been in Vegas. I've been in Vegas. That Heat is different. But you the only one who got that felt that. LeBron, the almighty of LeBron, is the only one who felt that.
Working harder than everybody else. Of course, your body commands more. He needs more to, he needs more stuff to do more stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, okay, I'm not gonna. This is what I was telling you earlier. I'm not gonna argue with the basketball player. I'm just gonna shut up and learn from the basketball player. So go ahead.
His body broke down on him. That's all it was. I mean, it happens. Everybody acting like he's invincible. That's the problem. Everybody think that. They just want to just nitpick at everything, bro. It happens. You know what I'm
I'm not nitpicking and all.
No, not you. I'm just talking about just in general because this conversation has happened in front of a lot of people in a lot of circles. I've been around like, he's soft, he's crying. Oh my God, cramps. Like, bro, you can't really complain about somebody else's body. You don't know what's going on. Just because you've had a cramp, that doesn't mean that's the same cramp he's having. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
Let me tell you something.
I agree with you. Hold on, Nick. I agree with you, but the reason why they bring it up, because me and Akiko were bringing it up, even when the whole COVID thing is, and Akiko's like, I don't know why they stopping games and all, because you guys are supposed to be superheroes. You're supposed to be different from us.
Gladiators, I know. That's not true. I mean, we have a special talent that's a little bit better than everyone, but we're still human. You know what I'm saying? We still get sick.
For sure,
we still have these, these isms, fighting demons, everything that you could think of, just like everybody else. The social media, the media made it that way. Like athletes can't do wrong. Athletes are this golden.
And it's not that you can do wrong. It's in the court. You're supposed to be superheroes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, that's the same.
You got to see that fact, man. Even though everybody got families, for them to go and play in a different environment, away from their families for how many months, and then you're like confined. It's like people don't know how hard it is to do it, and then get your mind in the game,
But that's
everybody's a human being at the same day, no matter what. Like the president
separates the 1%ers from everyone else. That's what I'm getting at with the whole thing.
It's you gotta see that as far as man, everybody expects too much from people. It's a lot, especially.
Well, I mean, if you're getting that check, that's it's. I get it. I get people are human. But sometimes you got to reach in there and show to us why you are better than us, because you kind of are, and it's in your field. It was what I have to say.
This is something going on that's happening around the world, and you don't know how it affects everybody.
I'm not talking about the COVID. We weren't talking about COVID. We were talking
LeBron.
Yeah, the Phoenix. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. LeBron, I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody has their specialties. LeBron, Kobe, and Jordan. LeBron, I'm gonna tell you. Hands down, I haven't seen a guy physically like that. Dude is playing, going into his 18th season now, I think it is.
Hey, when this all said and done, LeBron's going to own like 80 to 90% of the records in the NBA. He's like
the Jordan. Let me tell you
Tom Brady.
I mean, he never physically got injured where he had to sit out a season, right?
No major injuries.
That's Superman.
I'm watching.
That's Superman.
That's the James genetics.
I'm watching. What they had the other day on. They're talking about it. Who has consecutive 3 back-to-back scoring titles, right? and I've seen the guys go back. I'm seeing the guys go back. Like James Harden had 3 consecutive scoring titles, and then they show other people, and then you see Jordan. I was like, they showed Jordan from I think 93 to '96, I think it was, and then all of a sudden, I seen somebody before him because then Jordan took a timeout, and it says 1986 to 1993. I was like, damn, this guy's scoring title the whole way through, and I was like, yo. Me, I said, my era, I watched Jordan, and this was always the battle.
Nick, you don't even see the picture I'm looking at with Dwayne right there.
Man. It's like going over. It's like it was a Knicks and the Bulls.
That was what I'm talking about. I know what you're talking about.
That was a battle, you know. So like Kobe is another monster, like you said, 100%. I gotta give him every era that these guys played, they were top guys. You can't take it away.
All right, well, let me ask you. Hold on, let me ask you guys both a question. Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, it's not correct. I'm just curious. Petty Hardaway, right?
Yeah. Injuries.
Injuries. That's what I'm saying. I'm hearing that. Everyone's talking about.
Yeah, it's injuries. I mean, I know the question about that is because of injuries. If he would have not been injured, he would be in this conversation with a lot of the GOAT talks too, for sure. Damn. He was special. He was different.
Yeah, really? Yeah. I mean, I know him from Orlando Magic with Shaq and all, but I know he was good. I remember the whole little Penny Hardaway doll, the commercials and all, but I didn't know he was that special.
Yeah. He was 6'9". He was like a Magic Johnson, but he just had something different. You know what I mean? He could shoot. He had the outside shot. Magic didn't have that. You know what I'm saying?
What about the other one that played for the Bulls, that injury prone?
Derrick Rose.
Yeah. Oh, Rose.
He was special, man. He was special.
That guy was very special, man. I seen him. He was so explosive.
You can't jump from Anthony Hardaway and into D Rose. You forgot another element.
I said Hill. I wasn't. I'm not. I'm just throwing names out there. You're supposed to educate me. We here for you to educate me.
So you don't know Grant Hill?
I do know Grant Hill, but I don't know. I know that he played in the league for a very long time.
He's another one. Now he didn't really play. He had a lot of injuries too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
a lot of injuries.
Like, isn't there another basketball player who's still playing to this day?
Yeah, LeBron.
He played for the Raptors. Is what I'm talking about, man.
Vince Carter.
Vince Carter.
There you go.
Vince Carter didn't jump over in the car.
Okay,
he jumped over a 7-footer.
I know. Do I have to rewind the thing? I said, when you said Blake Griffin jumped over the car, then I'm like, okay, wait, maybe it's not him, but he won a dunking contest. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah,
Vince Carter.
The greatest dunk of all time.
I told you guys. I love basketball, but I'm not that in tune. I got Dwayne to teach me. We call Nick on the phone to educate us, man. I love the sport, but I'm not well into it. You want to talk about music, we can go deep, but this is why Dwayne's on there.
There was a commercial with, not commercial, but they were promoting the shoe, and then it was Kobe. They did the car, and when he jumps over the car drove by.
Yeah.
But besides that, they said an active player would be Blake Griffin on that side.
Hey, yo, Nick,
you can see it on YouTube.
Let me ask you a question, because you probably gonna hear this later, but I said I was gonna drop a documentary, and obviously I want everybody that I had a part to play in my life to be on a documentary, tell their story about me, what they, their perspective or perception of me when we were growing up, when I was doing what I was doing. So I need 2 stories. One, a funny one. For me, and then another one is me as just playing ball or whatever it is you remember me doing what I do.
Okay, first time I remember going back to the archives. Let's go back into the memory bank. I remember it was Arvida. Dwayne just came over. That's when you came in from New York around that time, no? Arvida, no?
Yeah.
You got some young.
Yeah, so we started playing on the court, and I seen him just take over the game. And he was already tall already. So
shout out to New York in the building, taking over Miami, smacking them around.
But that's funny from school. And then after that, once we started in the neighborhood, guess what happened? They have the older. Everybody is a few older ones. Like I'm showing you how to ball. And I seen it. All right. I was watching them just develop and just get better and better. And all of a sudden, the ones the neighborhoods that used to be older than us, I seen them take it over. That was funny because they were trying to talk crap all day. Like, all right. And I see y'all don't know what's going on now. It's a change. It's a takeover. Before we ain't little like that.
Yeah,
and I see everybody after that, they just couldn't stop them at that point. All the older heads in the neighborhood from Devon there, everybody at that point was wasn't. There was like all that talk from before, and all of a sudden I just see.
Wait, hold on. Were you guys like picking teams, and Dwayne came out of nowhere and you said, "I'm gonna pick that guy, the tall guy," like that?
Nah, it wasn't like that.
Nah.
It wasn't like that. We had to come with our own squad because that was the only way you was gonna get to play. If you come individually, you wasn't gonna get no hoops. It wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you knew somebody. But
I remember those days.
Yeah.
I got next.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Nah, my man.
You gotta have your 5 already.
He point to the back like, yo, he been here, yo. He was just over there getting some water. You know, he just getting off his bike.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the best, man. Those are stories the kids these days would never know about, man. They don't gotta fight for no necks. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Y'all got neck? I make a phone call, come back. It's like 20 dudes jumping the fence. Like, yo, who got next? Nah, you got it.
I used to play in the hammocks, so when you hop over the wall.
The hammocks had a lot of fights. Too,
yeah, tell me about it.
Hammocks had a lot of fights.
Yeah.
I used to love playing there because I knew there was always going to be a fight.
Yeah, shout out to Joseph, man. Me and him used to have to smack people around. I ain't calling no names, but you know, I have to with my Timberland boots, have to do a little button. Boop.
Yo, so Nick, what's the next one? You got the ball out there. What's the next one? Knockout.
Shoot, I'm shocked for those now. You got me on the funny ones, man.
No, it don't even really gotta be funny. It can be whatever. Yeah. Any other thing? You can show another story if you want.
Nah, I can't say no. I can't say no incriminating stories from my funny. You know, things that used to get.
Hey, we already told like 3 of them. So
yeah, it's all good. He's gonna edit anything out anyway.
Don't be scared.
Shoot, man. I remember. I remember Hurricane Andrew.
No, I wasn't here for.
When we was over there. No, you wasn't here for Andrew.
No, I wasn't here for Andrew. I got here after.
You probably talking about Katrina.
The other storm. No,
Katrina.
The other storm. Yeah, you flooded out. Yeah, you flooded. Not that. Yeah, Katrina. One of them. I don't know this one, Andrew, but neighborhood was flooded out.
05?
And Reg had the peanut.
Which one? The green one or the red one? The red one.
The red one, man.
Yeah, what hurricane was it? It wasn't Andrew.
Probably Katrina.
Nah, Katrina was
the 05.
Louisiana. Nah, this is way before 05.
No, but Katrina hit us first. Then it went to Louisiana.
No, but this wasn't 2005 because 2005 I was in Miami-Dade. I wasn't around anymore.
Oh yeah. You said fuck y'all, you're a criminal. You get me in trouble.
No, you got dates are important in this podcast here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, statute of limitations is passed up on a lot of shit. We can dig
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, sir. see, I like Dwayne. I like dates are important to me. I tell you that. I like dates and all. It paints a picture and all like that. And Dwayne knows his dates.
Yeah, you got to. But you know, a lot of these dates, you know, a lot of moments made impact. So you know, sometimes you know, especially when you get around old friends, they remind you of certain things. Like, oh, how do you even remember that? It's like, oh, there was this, that, etc.
Yeah, I got an elephant brain, man.
Yeah,
I remember.
That's a good tool to have, yo.
I remember everything.
That's a good tool to have.
Girls love it, and girls hate it.
Yeah.
Yo, Nick, we gonna let you go. We about to wrap up over here, yo.
One last question before I go. One last question. I'm gonna do last one for me. What's your best cuisine on the other side on the other side from America? What's your best cuisine that you say, hey, this is something I've been, you know, everybody says when they sit down here, it's like, when things got a certain way, I'm my favorite United States. What's your favorite over there? That you like, you know, this is
what do you recommend if we go out the country?
You recommend for you there?
I mean, it's just over there is different because every country has their own tradition and style. So, there's no.
So which one is your best? That you like? You know what? This is
country.
Hit the spot.
The best food I've ever had, in probably the whole world, man. I mean, how much you wrap the U.S. and everything, and it has to be Italy or Spain, man. Those people over there got something different about they.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to go to Italy for the food.
Culinary skills is crazy, man. And man, everything's fresh over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, it's different. Like, Italy or Spain, they have the two best. Those two best places to eat food. If you're a person that likes food and you want to see beautiful artifacts, monuments like castles and like historical events, those are the two spots you definitely go because you get both. You get a good synopsis of history and you get fucking crazy food.
What about the girls? Which country had the best girls?
The best isn't what, because everybody has a different best. They want someone with the blonde, someone with the
I'm
blue.
just saying for you. I'm saying when you went over here, you was in love, pimping all over the world.
Country that had the best.
Man, I love Italy, but I don't know if Italy got the girls. You know.
Nah, Italy, Italian females are attractive.
So I'm gonna let you guys go. You have a good one. It was good hearing from you.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I will see you soon. And if anything, happy holidays.
No doubt.
And happy New Year. We'll talk soon. 47. Y'all have a good one, everybody else.
This man known for a long. You call me 47. You know damn well DJ 47.
It's another exclusive only from DJ 47.
Another one. You know where the 47 came from?
No, what's that? AK-47?
No, it's honor of Reg. Because Reg people code 47.
47, yeah, you're right. So, man. Shout out to Reg, man.
There you go. Yeah, before I let you go, I'm going to do a little word association with you. You want to play this game?
Talk to me. I quit school because of recess. I don't play no games.
Okay. Evolve.
Evolve. What am I supposed to do? You got to explain the rules.
You don't know word associate? I said where was the first thing that comes to your mind when I say evolve?
Evolve, growth.
Love.
Peace.
Family.
Love.
Happiness.
Important.
Money.
Get it.
Freedom.
Need it.
Basketball.
One of the first. Love.
Dwayne.
Greatness.
Yo, my dude. I love this interview right here.
Yeah, man, this is a good one, man. Next time we got
once a week
in a better space, man, because we in my little office and my people's got to go to work tomorrow. So
I feel you, but we still knocked it out the park, and maybe Dwayne said, "Yo, we do a basketball, on podcast once a week, talk about basketball." I don't know. That's if you want to do something like that, whatever.
Yo, check this out. Next time I come to your podcast, I'm gonna come with the squad. So I'm gonna bring a bunch of dudes. So we just gonna invade the whole spot.
Go ahead. You can push me out the way, and y'all just talk and do y'all thing. I don't mind.
We're gonna make it a movie. I'm gonna come correct though.
You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it. He said he's gonna bring the squad. They gonna talk sports with you and all like that. And they gonna kick me to the curb and everything. It's okay.
We're gonna give you exactly what you need. We're gonna give you all the crazy stories. It's gonna be unfiltered, raw, uncut. You gonna enjoy it. I know the right group of guys to bring too. So it's gonna be a movie.
Well, we got you recorded saying that, so that's just as valuable as a written contract.
Movie.
You know what I'm saying?
Motion picture.
Yeah, Dwayne, I appreciate you for showing love, man.
Oh, God.
Malik, I don't know, he disappeared too, but I appreciate
I bought some food.
I appreciate him as well and all. And this is another great episode of the One Shot Deal podcast with my boy Dwayne. Shout out to Malik in the building and everybody who called in. And it's just another one. Let's go! What's up, world? It's your boy DJ 47. Thanks for tuning in to our YouTube page. If you like what you see, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to us as we hit you with new videos every week. 1.